And keep my fucking cup filled. Little bitch, I bet I need a refill. You trick, you better know that we chill. Little bitch, PTO, it's all year.
What it do, party people? It's your boy PTO Stubbs, and you are back with another banger. Solidarity. Hey, it's Talks with a Pharaoh, the fourth episode. And you know we coming with that fire like always. But before we jump into it, what we gonna do, y'all? I know y'all know. I'm gonna do it anyway. We gonna promote the brand, the takeover. It's a takeover. It's the takeover. PTO shit. You feel me? It's how it is. But you can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up at Pharaoh Takeover on Facebook. On Instagram, we go by Pharaoh Takeover LLC. Inbox us, DM us, PM us, all that good shit. Slide into that bitch and get your orders in. We got the Super Bowl coming up in the Chiefs stamp that motherfucking ticket. You need some Chiefs gear, come get it, cause hey, I'm about to tell you now. We dropping some shit at the end of the week. Probably do it like Friday or Saturday, drop some shit. All Chiefs gears, masks, shirts, shit. If y'all want socks, whatever y'all fucking want, we about to bang. We about
All
to
accessories.
yeah, we about to go crazy on them. But me personally, I just need the hat and the mask. I mean the mask and the shirt. I don't need too much more to get my shit going. I might even slap the final score on that bitch. KC 38, Tampa Bay 33.
Right there.
Bam.
I called it.
That's what I'm calling.
Hashtag I called it.
Hashtag I called it. My brother got a close score, but a little different. What was your score again, brother?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's 35-31.
35-31. Duh. So, with that being said, any dumb people who want to take bets, make bets, let's do it. I'm here for all the bullshit. But I expect nothing less than a great performance from the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So, we're going to do our first thing, which is get that CBD going. You see it's already fired up over here. CBD is what you need. It relaxes you. It calms you down after a long, stressful day. It doesn't get you tired. So if you got to run around with the kids after you fire up your CBD, you still have the energy to do so, my people. Hey, on the cup side, what are we drinking? Say, what are you drinking? I'm drinking some cranberry and hen doggy dog. That's how I'm going tonight. My brother partied hard for the Super Bowl, so he's on the H2O kick.
Yeah, I took more than 9 shots type shit. More than 9 shots.
You gotta definitely recuperate. You gotta definitely recuperate after the day he had. I called nigga next day. He was asleep at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, people.
Yeah, I felt like I was off some lean or something.
See, I was leaning. Nah, if this nigga had lean, he would go to sleep for 3 days, people. Trust and believe.
And then on that third one, Jesus rose. No.
That nigga would be out of there.
No, we could have.
Wake up, probably eat a snack, go right back to sleep.
Definitely.
Eat a couple slices of bread, and he right back out.
Yeah, that's what's crazy though. So we'd be too lazy to get the water, but if I want a slice of bread or something in the middle of the night, I'd be straight in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That's hilarious. But alright, y'all, we gonna get into some serious talk. Let's go on and get into our first topic. We gonna talk about protection. And who are we gonna talk to mostly? The women. Not only did this whole ass football player from Seattle just like I don't even know how to describe it, like, cause like the hood side of me comes out with that type of shit. So it's like I start talking shit and be like, bro, he needs and deserves this. And I feel if anybody who does that to women deserves it. So it's like it ain't just him because of his race and her race. No, any race you do that shit, you deserve everything bad coming your way. Ain't no way you should be the woman to where you thought you killed her. And when she pops up and runs to security, you talking about, oh, I thought you was dead, and sip some milk, smooth, whatever your fat ass was doing. Hey, Seattle, do me a favor. beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Make it old school.
Yeah, because for people that don't know, you know what I'm saying, it was a story that came out about a undrafted lineman who had got picked up by the Seahawks. I think it was in 2019 or 2020. I don't know which one it was, but
A piece of shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody on their rotation for sure, but on the roster nonetheless. He just got into a domestic incident where he laid his hands on, you know what I'm saying, his lady. You know what I'm saying? And as a result of that, you know what I'm saying, she's, you know what I'm saying, got crazy injuries, welts, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? To the point to where he thought he killed her because according to the official statement of the steward, which is what he was alluding to, once she gained consciousness and ran to safety to where he could call 911. His response, he was being overheard as stating, "I thought you was dead." You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you empowered, you enabled by a system, a couple of systems in place. Because not only do you work for the NFL, which we know that these niggas, you know what I'm saying, ethically is, you know what I'm saying, as far as they inconsistent.
Yeah.
The system we live in is inconsistent. And it's just unfortunate, which is the reason why he's even having to talk about these type of things, which is a good thing because, you know what I'm saying, protection, you know what I'm saying, something, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, I always need to talk about. But in a situation like this, it's vital because, like, had she been willing and or able, you know what I'm saying, maybe something was different in that situation there as far as her defending herself.
Yeah. What shit she had? A gun. I don't give a fuck how rich these people are, women. They got mood swings. There's a reason why these motherfuckers ain't with somebody else. So they always say another person trash or treasure is somebody else's trash size treasure. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Another man's trash is another man's treasure. Another man's treasure is another man's trash, and vice versa for the women. Cause we ain't gonna act like you niggas be just dumping. Y'all be simping out here. These women be busting y'all asses and dumping y'all, and y'all don't know how to fucking react. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not no biased motherfucker. I call both sides of the field. I've seen it go both ways. I've seen dudes dump females and they go bitter. I've seen females dump dudes and they go bitter. So both sides of the fence does it, people. Mm-hmm. Never gonna have no sexist views on this side of the podcast. We don't do that over here. We do what the fuck we want, but we keep it fair. Mm-hmm. But I also been watching a lot of documentaries and shit. Like I just got finished watching Night Stalker on Netflix, or Night Walker, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. It's trending. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's trending on there. But this motherfucker was killing the men and then raping and killing the women second after that. Like.
That's crazy.
So what am I? Yeah, it's very unfortunate and crazy. What am I alluding to? First of all, why don't every home have the alarm system? We know this is 2021. Shit is hectic. We can't be leaving shit for granted. We can't get these pussy niggas, these fuck niggas, these dumb niggas no ways in. Get you some alarm systems that fucking talk. When that bitch open, you and your significant other sleep. And y'all know, like, hey, I'm here, he here. The kids ain't old enough to walk out this motherfucker.
Right.
Alert, get the fuck up and let's blow some shit down. And me, I know the structure in my house, so I'll fuck around and shoot a motherfucker through a certain wall because I know it ain't as thick as the rest of the walls. I know where all my points are in my house. I hear the right tip, I boom, boom, right through the wall, and then come around the corner, boom, boom, with another two. We ain't playing them games over here, and I always tell my girl, if I ain't here, gun is here. Beam it on. I got a beam on it for a reason, because you don't like to go shooting, but I'm about to change all that, because this shit's outrageous. Women, y'all the front line of defense, because men are always either gone, at work, tired, sleeping. Y'all always got the babies. Yeah. Y'all need to probably be more vital at shooting and vicious with the gun than we do.
Definitely.
Because it's clear men don't know how to fucking use gun, and I'm starting to see a lot of women who doing the same, talking about, oh, I'm beefing with this girl, I'm about to shoot. No, that's not what they make these guns for. They make these guns for protection. That's what this whole segment is about, protecting. Like, I'm not going to get into my personal views because it might be a little bit blunt, how I feel about when crime happens to families. Like what I feel, I'm not gonna really say too much on, but I'm gonna say a little bit. Goddamn, you gonna hear some of this. I feel you should let that motherfucker purge. Like the family should pick 2 to 3 people who can just don't give a fuck and purge for like 48 hours to find revenge. If they find it, it should be no holds bars on what happens to the person, especially if it's I ain't gonna say go kill an innocent family member. It has to be that person.
Yeah.
Like these people so sloppy. Y'all know who the killer is. So if y'all know that, and then, even if you ain't tough, I guess go snitch. But me personally, I say give me for 48 free hours to find my shit back. Like you take mine, let me take him back. Cause listen. You done sent mine there, I'ma send you with him. Like, he gonna beat your ass in the afterlife. She gonna beat your ass in the afterlife. Like, let me get that 48-hour purge on. That's how I feel personally. My thoughts, don't put me in that situation because, hey, you know how I feel. But, let me see a light. But, yeah. Get women, learn how to shoot. Families, get alarm systems, get you a little dog, cat, whatever you prefer. Alert, because animals are so fucking alert. They make noises when they hear noises. So
they senses unparalleled.
Yeah, like my dog, he's annoying, but if he hears somebody he don't know, he barking. And I don't even get mad no more. Like I tell him to shut up if it's a voice he know. But if it's a stranger to him, I'm like, hey, get your bark on, bro. Because you don't know that voice. Like, you ain't supposed to. You supposed to do that. So, that's my little nigga, even though he a demon child. That's my son, my oldest. Little Oreo. Y'all done seen that little black fucker. But, yeah, women, protect yourself. Man, teach your women how to shoot. Women, if you are single, go learn how to shoot on your own. You don't need a man to teach you how to shoot. You can go right to a range and sign up for classes, or you can just do what most of us men do. Well, I ain't gonna say most, because a lot of y'all don't practice shooting. But some of us men, we go to the range and we practice our shot. That's what y'all should do too. So, like, and if you don't want to do all that, I suggest you shoot it once or twice, get the kickback feeling, and put a beam on it. Because then you're going to be just as lethal. Once you can hold that motherfucker, if you got a beam sighted right for your gun and vision, because some people don't know, you can't just slap a beam on your shit. You got to adjust it to your sight. Mm-hmm. If you can adjust that bitch to the right sight, your bullets is going to hit. Like my sight is on perfect. Yeah. Bro, put it on right for me. Yes, sir. But, yeah, women, protect yourself. Men, teach them how to shoot. Like, teach our kids at a reasonable age what a gun is, what it does, how harmful it is, so we can stop those accidents as well.
Definitely.
And if you have to, keep your lock on your gun when it's in the house. Like, you should have another gun you could put up somewhere and, like, hide it for emergencies. But your everyday carrying pistol, you can lock him up when you're in the house. Like, we got to stop those tragedy accidents too. But,
excuse me.
I'm not gonna go too much on, but that story coming out with what I've been watching on Netflix and shit, it just made me want to do that. Like, I wouldn't feel right if I didn't. Like, I'm one of them niggas who when it be like, tell the women this. Like, I just seen some post where it was like, if you see a 1F marked on your step, that mean like one female, so people could break in type shit.
Oh, wow.
I'm the type of person who shares all that shit. Like, women, protect yourself, because I come from women.
They going through great lengths to do some foul shit.
Super foul. But, protect yourself. So, we're going to skate off into the next segment. Oh, I got to say this too. We was watching the Lakers game, because that's the next segment, basketball. We was watching the Lakers game, and I called you motherfuckers losing even when y'all went up by 1 with 12 seconds. I was like, yeah. It's like I had that Chiefs feeling like, it don't feel real. I feel like it ain't over till the fat lady sing, and the fat lady happened to be Tobias Harris tonight. Motherfucker hit that pull-up jumper on your ass, and it was all she wrote. But y'all had a good start, 10 roll win. See, that's y'all first loss. That's what's up. So I mean, y'all ain't shit at home. Y'all shouldn't want home court advantage, clearly. But on to the real. The 1 year anniversary of Kobe Bryant was yesterday. The Mamba.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P. to GOAT, man.
R.I.P. to GOAT.
Man.
And hey, I just had a thought run through my head. I'm going to tell y'all when you always respected Kobe. I'm going to tell y'all when I really started loving Kobe. It was a skit he did with the Jackass crew. With the pit of snakes in the pool.
Uh-huh.
And he had the basketball goal on the other side. This is after he did the jump over the Viper video
Oh,
thing.
okay, yeah.
So he has a big ass pool and it's like 1,000 snakes in this motherfucker. And everybody was like, man, you can't jump in there. This nigga walk over to the thing and was like, man, I ain't scared of no damn snakes. And proceeds to jump like 40 feet to go dunk the ball on some Michael Jordan Space Jam shit without stretching. And bro, I was like, this nigga's funny as hell on top of being a great hooper. Love the nigga. But we gonna talk about what Kobe meant as a ball player to us. We gonna talk about what he meant as a father. And then what he meant in his after career. And now on to the afterlife where we still clearly praise the man. So let my brother tell y'all his take. And before he give it, like I said, this man's a Tim Duncan fan. A diehard Tim Duncan fan. You ask him who's number one every day of the week, every month of the year, every second of the minute, every minute of the hour. You ask him, it's Tim Duncan, number one.
Yeah, he's still the best big man in the league. No.
Look, he retired. He said he's still the best big man in the league because clearly he ain't impressed. But we gonna let a Spurs fan get their take on how they feel about the Bean.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's crazy in the afterlife to see how vast his influence was. Cause like I remember we was just yesterday seeing some of the seeing some stuff to where it's just like he getting a plaza named after him in Italy. He getting an All-Star award named after him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
on the All-Star trophy now.
Right, and them is just just two minor feats on a major catalog. As far as I'm concerned, but as far as the personal influence, man, it's just like what a personal. I guess influence is a word for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said, I wasn't necessarily a Kobe fan, but the respect, you know what I'm saying, was universal for him for what he stood for.
And when we say we not Kobe fans, that don't mean we're not fans of Kobe. That means he's not our number one player.
Yeah,
That's
like if
all
you're a hooper,
means.
you understand what that is. If
right.
you're not a hooper, you know what I'm saying, you just got to
like hoopers, right? Because
right now to be insensitive. Because
everybody got a favorite player, but everybody has their top five at the moment.
And if you came from our era, you got the same respect for Kobe, and with you know what I'm saying, we just talking about our personal, you know what I'm saying, perspective on that respect, because like I said, it's universal, but it's crazy because you go from just seeing him as a youngin, kill your team, and figuring out who he is from there. If you're on the outside looking in perspective, I got a brother who his favorite player is Kobe Bryant, so I got to kind of appreciate it from a different standpoint, even though I'm still in the flesh of the rivalry, because, you know what I'm saying, you was alluding to, like, it was a 15-year span where, you know what I'm saying, with the exception of two teams, OKC and the Mavericks, it was either Lakers or Spurs coming out the West for a finals trip. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you beefing with him basketball wise, but you respecting this game because he the only one that got the kryptonite to your team. You seeing what goes into that whenever you get to give you the inside look. Cause I still remember that documentary he did in high school. Was it that Doing Work he did with Spike Lee? Mm-hmm. And it was specifically about one of them in-season games that he's playing against us. And I'm just like, the detail that go behind his assessment of the game and his preparation for the game is like unparalleled. You know what I'm saying? It's so impressive and awe-inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's even ironic because he ended up doing the detail thing where he was analyzing games and breaking it down for the casual viewer type shit. So it's just like
putting y'all in the mind of these players while they doing what they doing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like like from that perspective, the ultimate respect. Like you was the, you know what I'm saying, when it came to dedication, you looked at his videos to perfect your craft. Like it's still stuff footwork wise. I can remember taking from just YouTube montages when YouTube was coming around and people were just randomly uploading highlight clips of Kobe. You know what I'm saying, the best of these videos. You know what I'm saying, it's just like it's crazy. You remember these videos by the title of it only because of Kobe type stuff. It's just
Good facts.
Like it's official game tape. So like this is tape NBA TV was playing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it just that just I guess that just, you know what I'm saying, sums it up. I could really go on forever. You know what I'm saying, as far as like talking about the positive influence and how the virtues you saw from him basketball wise translated to life and made you want to be a better person outside the court as well. Whether it's just like, oh, you see him working hard in basketball, then you decide you won't be lazy not do your homework type shit or something. It definitely had positive effects outside of life as well. When you find yourself maybe wanting to call it, maybe not want to finish some shit type shit, you definitely realize, you know, so I look up to people who highly motivated. So it's just like I gotta be motivated to do some day to day shit sometimes too. So it's like you'll find yourself being influenced in them kind of ways too, even off the court.
Big facts. Before I start, Shine Down, B.I.G. gave me the line that's perfect to start off my segment about the Bean. I never thought I'd see Kobe go before Magic. Because I never thought that shit, to be honest. And I don't say that out of a spiteful place for Magic.
No,
you just see a man that's older, so you assume the younger man will outlive the older man. But in this case, tragic situation, plane goes down, 9 dies, 9 deaths. We want to send prayers and major shout outs to the families that's also involved, because it wasn't just Kobe's family who took a loss, it was multiple other families who took a loss. And it's just sad to see so many young women not even grow to be great. Just a glimpse of Lil Gianna, and it's like, damn, what could she have been? She was on the way to be something great. We don't know what. We know she gonna play ball, but it's like, what else was she gonna do? We know she was gonna do something else. But the fact that they're not just Kobe and Gianna's, but all the rest of the people who died on that plane, the fact that they motivated a whole country to just stop and reflect on their loved ones and the sport of basketball and how it truly brings together so many people. You cannot have nothing in common with somebody, but as soon as the game come on, it's like, and y'all start going, oh shit, he like basketball. Now y'all can talk about shit forever, because basketball is an endless conversation. It's endless opinions, and nobody's right or wrong. It's just learn how to respect and not be biased when y'all talking about y'all favorite players. But to go on about Kobe, as a ball player, man, look, I ain't even gonna say I perfected one move I tried at Kobe's.
Oh yeah, and that's disclaimer too. I don't want to make it say like,
I
mastered all that.
No, I wasn't saying that about yours.
I felt, you know what I'm saying.
But what I mean is, it's
that disclaimer out there though. So
but this is what I'm saying though. People don't know how much time we put into doing these certain moves, and to never even come close to the person you trying to be like. Because we was people I liked Melo's offensive package coming up, so I took from his game. Most people, that's who I got compared to, just from mid-range shooting and shit. But I felt like I had pieces of a whole lot of players' game. People didn't know I could play defense. People didn't know I could pass as well as I do. People didn't know a lot of shit. They just thought he could score. That's what he is. Nah, I can do it all. I just let the game come to me, though. Just like Kobe. But Kobe not only let the game come to him, he took the game over. It's hard to be that fucking dominant for as long. You only have a few players who did it. Bron's doing it now. You got the GOAT Kobe. You got the GOAT Jordan. You got Hakeem. You got Kareem, who was up there forever. Him, Karl Malone, John Stockton. All these motherfuckers played for so long. But they don't have the effect on the game like Kobe does. Like, so that's just how I'm gonna sum that up. And also say like AI and Wade are my favorite two players like from my era that I got to watch all the time.
Mm-hmm.
To man, like, do you know how many times like Kobe walks in and it's like, damn, if that motherfucker wasn't on the team, hey, I have a ring. Like shit, a couple other players have some rings. Like it's the Jordan effect. It's like, damn, you playing these niggas era and they just take the shit over.
Yeah.
So from basketball, I'm gonna just say we all took the dedication from Kobe, cause your favorite player dedication film was a Kobe's film. Like I can honestly say Wade probably was watching Kobe's film while he was, and not to study him either. Like probably do that too, but just to watch too. Like so,
Yeah.
like that's that with ball. We know what Kobe is, but let's talk about him off the court, man. Off the court, I respect him as a father, of course. Like
Definitely.
the daughters he left, the wife he left here, like you can just see it in them. Like they have the mama gene in them. It's like it's crazy like to see how they walk and continue to strive forward. Like after that, like I salute all Vanessa, the daughters, all of them. Like I salute y'all. Like, and I like I said at the beginning, we salute to everybody, but I'm saying Vanessa and them because they're in the forefront. It's like,
yeah, most notable.
yeah, like they the most notable, right? So it's like that's why we're saying them. But it's like, man, y'all strong as hell. So,
Definitely.
but back to Kobe, it's like, man, how the hell do you transition like him so effortlessly and like go from this to that to that to this, and you become great and win the highest honor of everything you go out to say? You write a bestseller, you put out a film that wins awards, you like what the fuck? Like you got the Emmy, I believe you have an Oscar too. Like man, come on. Like, this dude was just amazing because I believe Detail won something, and then I think something else won something.
Oh, yeah, you right. He definitely got a couple.
Yeah,
I think the Emmy is for sure. That as far as what that first one was for, I think that first one was an Emmy. I think you was right on that one.
Yeah.
But he won something else too that I'm thinking about.
It's either a Global Globe or it's an Oscar.
Something real notable.
Like, I should have Googled it, but this kind of came last moment. I didn't really have too much to speak on. And my counterparts threw out some ideas, and I'm like, God damn it, I like them, I'm gonna run with it. And this was one of them, so if I was prepared, I would have known all the awards he won. But, like, just the transition from a ball player to a father, and you get the respect of your wife and daughters just as you commanded the respect of the NBA. And it's not that you commanded, it's just you earned it. So your wife and kids showed it. Then you go on to be a coach. Your team play with the same heart and mentality you play with. Like you was coaching them girls up to be a great little team to go on. And it's sad that all them babies lost their lives on that plane because a lot of great ball players died on that plane as well. So it's like once you know everything he's done in life and to know that every aspect he walked into, he ended up running it and winning, achieving the highest honor in that field. Like you can only aspire to be that great. And like he alluded to, we was talking about this a little before. Like I honestly believe Kobe took basketball and threw it into everyday life. If I coach these girls as hard as I played the game of basketball, they're going to be great. If I love my wife and kids as much as I love the game of basketball, they're going to be great. If I talk about these books, write them, and if I do these shows, how I did basketball with my studying and craftsmanship, I'm going to be great. Like, the man was just like a trendsetter when it comes to jobs. Like, you want to be like Kobe. Like, damn, I can work here and be the best. But I want to put that to the side now. I'm gonna come over here and try my light over here.
And dedication.
And it's like, dude, he did it in a short span. So it's like, what Kobe means to us is basically everything, because you was a role model in all aspects of life, and it's hard. Like, the greats do it. Brian does it. Like, Tim Duncan, like, all the greats do it. They walk a light on and off the court that you can look at and be like, I'm happy I support this player. Like, everything they do off the court, like, I really respect it. Everything they do on the court, I respect it. I know how hard it is because I played the game. Like, that should be y'all mentalities when y'all talk about y'all favorite player. I ain't got to get all into this bullshit arguing. Just what it did for you, and that's why he's your favorite. It's all opinion based. Nobody has facts to this shit.
Right.
So, thank you, Kobe. RIP to Kobe. The 1 year anniversary once again was yesterday. RIP to everybody else as well on that plane that died and lost their lives. And we appreciate everything you did for us, Bean. So, man, look. Damn, boy, that shit real, ain't it? That shit, y'all ain't know we was going there tonight. We didn't know we was going there tonight. It just came about this way, people. But, man, so we ain't learned anything. We learned protection is key. And being great, just being, like I said on one of the earlier episodes, if we can all master something and be great at that, the world would be such a great place. Like, just imagine if everybody put the Kobe mentality to life and being dedicated at only at what they doing, not what the next motherfucker's doing, only what you doing. Do you know how great the world would be? It would be such a fantastic fucking place. Like, America would strive so fucking great if everybody did that.
They would be living like the Jets.
You feel me? Everybody there, man, money wouldn't be an option to pass out around this motherfucker. Everybody have it. Because everybody is great at something. Like, if thieves put their minds to something else, that y'all do masterminding, you motherfuckers could be some great thinkers for somebody. Like, man, I don't know, boy. Y'all just fall in the wrong trends and fads and shit, man. But I ain't gonna. That's neither here nor there. We ain't gonna talk too much about that. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking for the subtle episode. Once again, go Chiefs, motherfuckers.
Got to go.
Go Chiefs.
Got to go. Go Chiefs.
Back to fucking back, man.
Got to go back to back,
man. Listen, we getting so fucking drunk. It don't make. Every time we score, I'm taking a shot on top of it. I'm drinking.
Extra points.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. No, yeah, that motherfucker.
I'm black out of the motherfucker. Do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot and then I'm gonna keep drinking whatever I'm drinking. So I'm gonna be fucked up. Y'all remember the last time I did it? I was on, man. What we put up, like 38. It was a playoff game last year. We put up some crazy. It might have been the comeback. No, it might have been a Titans game last year.
Yo, funny quick story. I remember I was drinking in honor of Kobe's last game, ironically, you know, and this ain't even playing, no sense. So this is Kobe's last game, he going against the Jazz. And I'm like, I'm going to take a shot for every made Kobe field goal, you know what I'm saying? I got this bottle of American honey, and it's like, not the fifth, but it's like, it's just the size right up under the fifth. So it's just, I got that, and it's a full bottle. Man, that bottle was done by halftime. That bottle was done, and I had other liquor, so I just had to take shots of Mamba after that or whatever. So you can only imagine it was a bad night for you, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Did you throw up?
I'm blacked out, so I'm just like, I think I passed out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't make it through the game more than likely. You know? I didn't watch the rest of that shit. You know? So I woke up and said the highlights or whatever, but that's it. But the first half, it was at least 12 shots still. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this whole bottle going. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all, matter of fact, man, before I get up out of here, I got to tell this story. Him talking about liquor made me think of something else. Our trip to Orlando, people.
I hadn't been that drunk in years. I still ain't been that drunk.
Hey, y'all, this nigga decides this is our last night in town. We done seen Hov and Beyonce, man. Shit.
You trying to go out with a bang.
Right, we about to turn up. I'm like, all right. He said, let's go get a fifth of Henny. I'm like, damn, we already got a half of Henny in the fridge. So we got about, 36 hours maybe really 30 because you gotta take a nap in there. We got about 30 hours to drink a fifth and a half of Henny. And like my cousin Kayla said, "Oh yeah, I drink Henny," and one night she was tilting the bottle. But long story short, we get through the hen dog. We do that like.
Oh yeah.
But my
That's
man
crazy.
said, "I ain't through. I got a fifth of wild turkey."
No,
Is that what you had?
Yeah, but I had bought that the first night. I had to finish it off.
No, you bought that the day of the last.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Damn.
You
Yeah, I
bought
was
that,
wildin'.
yeah, because we bought the Henny. We had a half a thing of Henny because we was playing
Yeah,
spades.
it was straight Henny when we first got there.
Yeah,
You're
for
right.
the first 2 days, we went through like 3.5 bottles of Henny, or at least 2.5.
For sure.
And then we was playing spades that night, and everybody was like, "Yeah, we gonna turn up tomorrow. We need another fifth of Henny." And I'm like, "Well, shit, we got a half right here left.
Yeah, that's a
We
fast
ain't
fight,
about to
yeah.
drink all this tonight. So in the morning, we'll make a store run because we met old boy to get some more tree anyway,
Yeah.
some CBD tree."
Yeah.
And then and then so yeah, we met up with him and he had some CBD tree, the flower version of it. And then so we like, okay, bet. So then we come back, and mind you, this is like what, 3 years ago now? It's a couple years ago,
Yeah,
2 or 3 years. Yeah, so
I was 18.
yeah, don't talk about my younger days. I was a heathen. But yeah, we go get some CBD tree and shit. Then we we get the fifth of Henny, and he was like, "Y'all can kill that." I'm thinking like, bro, I can't drink a whole bottle and a half by myself. Like, it's me and Kayla. Like, Raven not really drinking like that. She wasn't drinking. She's tapped. So I'm like, Kayla drink maybe 2, if I'm lucky 3, and she tapped. Like, I'm not gonna drink. Oh, don't worry, we gonna kill the hen dog. That's all I had to hear. My man proceeds to pick up a fifth of wild turkey, and I'm like, oh shit, like, who drinking that? I don't drink wild turkey, and I definitely don't mix cognac and whiskey. So who drinking that? He was like, I am. So I'm like, okay. He helped us finish the last fifth of Henny, and then me and Kayla end up tilting the fifth of Henny. Raven might have had another drink of it, but really I started tilting the last of the half of Henny. My man's over there with the whole fifth of wild turkey though, and he killed it till it was about a pint left in that motherfucker. Not even it was probably a half a pint left in that motherfucker.
Nah, that shit volatile, bro.
Oh man.
That shit.
I ain't never known what a panic attack was until I had to get my mans to the airport and hope we don't get kicked off the fucking flight. Well, I was really hoping he didn't, because I'm like, man, I ain't got no more money. Like, we kind of party hard. My budget tapped. Like, I can't go into my funds, so I can't afford another ticket. But luckily, we had a basketball, man. He went and bought a basketball while he was drunk. Like, and that basketball got my man. He was sitting there fucking juggling the ball the whole time going through TSA. And they let him through, and he sat on the back of the plane by himself, threw up a couple more times. Nigga threw up a lot.
That's a fact.
But man, it's funny now, but it was not funny then. 3 people had a panic attack on that vacation. Me, Kayla, and Raven. He was too fucking drunk to have one. If he was
that
up,
was the first time I threw up, and I didn't realize I threw up. Like, I ain't never, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that might have been a top. Cause now I'm thinking about it, bro.
yeah, because
I ain't been that drunk too many times.
I told you, I was like, bro, you know you
drunk
threw
too
up in
many
here?
times.
He was like, no,
I
I didn't.
had no clue.
He was like, nah. I was like, yeah, bro, let's throw up all in this motherfucker. They running to Walmart. We got to check out in an hour.
Right.
They already said in the
That was the
Airbnb,
most
don't sleep with the
necessary shower
with
ever,
the covers and shit, man. Hey, it was a wild flight for your boys, but we prospered and got through.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately, it wasn't my first time being hungover. So
but him talking about that made me think of that, man. That shit was funny as hell, man. But hey, bro, champed it out. And we had to buy some stress gifts for people and shit, so we went half on some stress gifts for people. So He made up in my books for the panic attacks. But the shit was classic, man. Then I was thinking in my head, he ain't gonna drive home when we land. The nigga drove right to Texas town. I'm driving somewhere. I look over. I'm like, I call him like, bro, are you in Texas town? He like, yeah. I'm like, my nigga back.
That's one of them hangover joints where you could barely eat anything type shit, or you go upset your stomach again.
Yeah, cause you didn't even want your Subway sandwich. You had me get you. I'm like, damn.
It got lit the next night though. Don't worry. No, we get
Oh man,
we weren't wasting no food.
Not at all.
That's why I got the code cut. Like, I'll get the code cut. We can preserve him, but I can't touch him right now.
That shit funny as hell. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with them for the 4th episode. Y'all been hanging in there with your boy, man. Y'all done showed us some love. Last week episode is doing numbers, but keep tapping into it. It's fucking hilarious. You're gonna laugh. It's like an hour and 13 minutes of straight funny shit. So go tap into it. Tap into the first 2 videos as well as this one. But once again, it's your boy PTO Stubbs, guest host, L-Elect, my guest for the night, man, co-hosting the podcast with me tonight. Come through from every time I hit him up, he come right on through, man. So appreciate my brother. But on to the next. I'll see y'all next week, little bitches. And hey, y'all turn up, keep smoking that CBD tree. You see how my eyes ain't drifted? Like, yes, that's because I'm wide woke, I'm energetic. I'm
just tired on my meat.
Yeah, I ain't even been tilting my cup for real like I should, but CBD keeps you going. But hey, man, thank you. Talks with a Pharaoh. Until next time, we out, bitch. Until my mouth smooth, then I'll be out. But I'm out now, bitch.